Gloria, of all the songs that you and Bill have written, why do you think Because He Lives has had the greatest impact on people around the world?
It's been a big surprise because it was such a personal song. And maybe that is the reason, maybe because it came out of just some real regular things in our lives. It was written in the 70s, actually in 1970, right at the end of the whole 60s situation in the world, and everything was pretty much in turmoil in the news for a decade. The Vietnam War and the whole civil rights movement was at the peak of the turmoil that was tearing America apart. Turned out to be a good thing, but at the time it was chaotic. We were expecting our third baby, and we were reading the newspaper saying, why in the world would anybody bring a baby into the world like this? I mean, what's it going to be like when this child has to face it? We went through a real dry spell in our writing, where we didn't write for 6 months or more, and wondered if that well was gone, was dried up. And through a series of events, after Benji was born and we held that little boy in our arms, it sort of dawned us, you know how theological things that you say all your life kind of dawn on you finally, and we realized that you don't do what you do and get married and have kids and go on with your life because the world is stable. You do all that because Christ is real and the resurrection is true and life wins. The verse that came first was the child verse with our child. How sweet to hold our newborn baby and feel the pride and joy he gives. But greater still the calm assurance this child can face uncertain days because he lives. And then the other two verses came afterwards, and kind of the final and end to that story was 5 or 6 years later. My father died, and he died on a Friday night, and we came home, made funeral arrangements, and then flew out to a concert that night in McCormick's Place in Chicago. And we had always ended the first half of the concert with that song. And I thought I had written those words about the death of a saint for just to make the song complete. Mm-hmm. But that night it was like I'd never heard it. And Danny began to sing, and then one day I'll cross that river. I'll fight life's final war with pain. And then as death gives way to victory, I'll see the lights of glory, and I know he'll reigns. And those words that I thought to craft a song, right, turned around and became ministry for me. Which just goes to show you that when God gives you something, it's truer than you think.
God sent His Son. They called Him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know He holds the future, and life is worth
I'll cross that river. I'll fight life's final war with pain. And then as death gives way to victory, I'll see the lights of glory, and I'll know He reigns.
Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know He holds the future, and life is worth a living just because He lives. And life is worth a living just because He lives. My Jesus
And since we have a great priest over the house of God, let us draw near to God with a sincere heart, and with a full assurance that faith brings, having our hearts sprinkled to cleanse us from a guilty conscience, and having our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for He who promised is faithful.
Come into His presence with thanksgiving in your heart, and give Him praise, and give Him praise. Come into His presence with thanksgiving in your heart, your voices raise, your voices raise. Give glory and honor and power unto Him.
Though man may strive to go beyond the reef of space, to crawl beyond the distant glimmering stars, this world's a room so small within my master's house, the open sky but a portion of his yard. How big is God? How big and wide his vast domain? To try to tell, these lips can only start. He's big enough to rule his mighty universe, yet small enough to live within my heart. As winter chill may cause the tiny seed to fall, to lie asleep till waked by summer's rain, the heart grown cold will warm and throb with life anew. The Master's touch will bring the glow again. How big is God? How big and wide his vast domain? To try to tell, these lips can only start. He's big enough to rule his mighty universe, yet small enough to live within my heart, yet small enough to live within my heart.
Transported I rise to meet him in clouds to the sky. His perfect salvation, His wonderful love, I'll shout with the millions on high.
Wings, who from his love can sever? safe evermore. Under his wings, who from his love can sever? Under his wings, my soul shall abide, safely abide
Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. For he knows our frame. He remembers that we are dust. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on him, because he cares for you.
Be not dismayed, whate'er betide, God will take care of you. Beneath his wings of love abide, God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day or all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you.
All you may need, he will provide. God will take care of you. Nothing you ask will be denied. God will take care of you.